Hello, tea friends. This is Barb Gully of Barbs Tea Service, and we are back with our podcast courtesy On TV Studios. And I'm here with my studio engineer, co-host, and arm candy, Chris Gully.
Hi there.
Hi,
I'm
Chris.
going to retrench.
You're going to retrench?
Wow, that's going to be my new catchphrase. We were watching a Jane Austen movie, was it Persuasion?
Yes.
And the foppish owner of his estate who couldn't pay his bills was finally persuaded to retrench.
Yes, Mr. Elliot.
Yeah.
Although he considered that very offensive.
Yeah, I know.
Retrench?
Yeah, I know.
All right. Well,
All right.
thank you.
It's one of those funny things that kind of
stays with you.
Yeah,
It was a good version, too,
It was.
1995.
Oh, that's the same as the BBC Pride and Prejudice.
Same
Call
year.
with Jane Early.
Right.
Nice. Okay.
All right.
No, it was really well done. It was a lot of fun to watch.
All right.
Okay. Anyway,
Well,
but I digress.
Yes, okay.
Right.
Always love a Jane Austen
Yeah.
digression.
All right.
Digression.
Yeah. Okay.
Retrenching. Okay. So we're here with podcast 85.
We are.
Yeah.
Where does the time go?
I'm telling you, we did have a little hiatus.
Yes. Yeah.
And we had some tea and tea time. So TEE
Yeah. Okay.
and TEA.
Okay. All
And
right.
smoky tea.
That is true.
Golf, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I had a wonderful afternoon tea this week in Milford.
Yes.
And we're also continuing our celebration of America's 250th, which we call our Red, White, and Brew
Okay.
theme.
Nice.
And we had a classic encounter with an encounter with a classic car.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a classic encounter.
Well, you can make it whatever you want.
I guess I can.
Yeah.
All right. So I had an encounter with a classic car that's an American tradition.
Okay.
Representing a great American staple food.
Nice.
And then some more good news on coffee, tea, and chocolate.
Okay.
Which brings us to what we're going to cover today.
Very good. Let's
All
bring it
right.
on.
Okay. More chocolate tea,
Right.
smoky tea time,
Okay.
coffee and chocolate healthy, and let us not.
Okay. All right.
Did the Sleeper movie really predict the future?
I love that movie.
I know, it's really great.
Yeah.
And then hot dogs and the Wienermobile.
Okay.
Oscar Mayer has a way. All right.
Okay.
And
I love that song.
I do too. And our Milford afternoon tea.
All right.
But first, tea.
All right. Okay, what do we got here?
All right, this is a little bit different. This is it's called chocolate fondue. It's from Tea Forte. It's
Yep.
herbal.
Okay.
This
Right.
is a rooibos tea.
All right.
What do you think of this?
This is really good.
It is good, isn't
Wow.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This would it's kind of maybe a dessert tea or something.
Yes. And since it's an herbal tea, it's rooibos tea.
Right.
I don't know if we've talked a lot about rooibos,
Right,
but
right.
it's an herbal tea. Literally means red bush. Comes from South Africa.
Okay.
And this one has. What other flavors are you getting?
Chocolate, and then there's kind of a fruit in there, like a berry of some kind. It's like a dessert.
Right,
sort of thing,
right.
yeah.
It does. It has chocolate and it has strawberry.
Oh,
in
okay,
it.
there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it is very delicious.
Yes.
And it doesn't, we talk a lot about sometimes when they add those flavors, it's
Right.
cloying
Yeah,
or
no.
artificial tasting.
This is very balanced.
Very balanced. It's
Yeah.
really good. Okay, I mentioned that rooibos comes from South Africa,
Mm-hmm.
and it's fermented, so that's what gives it its reddish brown
Okay,
color.
right.
There's no additives, and a sweet and nutty taste. And there's a lot of health benefits attributed to rooibos.
Okay.
I just want to back up for 1 second and say that because this does have chocolate in it,
Right.
there's a little bit of caffeine.
All right. Okay. But who's counting?
No, I know. What's wrong with that?
No.
Okay, so some of the health benefits attributed to rooibos.
Right.
It has a high antioxidant content.
Right.
So that may help with heart health.
Okay.
And one of the reasons I selected this today is we're going to talk about some recent reports about health benefits attributed to food and drink that may surprise you.
Okay.
All right. And, of course, we have the BTS disclaimer.
Yeah.
We only report on published reports. We are not health professionals.
Well, speak for yourself.
I'd say we're barely podcast professionals, but
Wow.
here we go.
Okay.
All right. So, what's healthy and what's not as far as food and drink?
Okay.
And before we get there, let's talk about some unhealthy air conditioning.
Yes, all right.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So last week we were up at Pemberley Pines.
Yep. We had a dubious distinction, which you'll probably get to.
Yeah. So we went up there, and we knew the temperatures were going to be really hot.
Yeah, I broke down and I actually got a portable air conditioner. We've had the place for 20 years,
Right.
and it's like, I think it's time. When I'm glad I did.
I am too.
Yeah.
Okay, so we knew it was going to be hot.
Yeah.
Maybe we're going to use it
Yeah.
3 days a year.
Right.
But it was really worth it when we were up there, and for another reason
Yeah,
too.
right.
But for those who are new to the podcast, Pemberley Pines is our northern estate.
Okay, wow. Yeah. Well, and again, we came up with that name when I think we had a pop-up camper, kind of dilapidated. That was kind of our base of operations while we're having the place built and whatnot.
Right, of course, inspired by Mr. Darcy's rather large estate. Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, we were up there last week,
Right.
and we knew temperatures were going to be hot. We had a tea time set for garland.
Right.
And this garland's kind of in our backyard.
Right.
And we decided rather than take the afternoon tea, we'd start really early in the morning.
Sure.
And that was really a very good idea
Yep.
for two reasons. One, the temperatures were a little cooler, but when we woke up that morning,
Yeah.
do you remember what that looked like?
It was very odd looking.
It looked like the windows had a yellow
film
over it.
Yeah, right.
You know, like you're looking through a gold haze.
Sepia or something like that. Yeah,
Yes, exactly. An old-timey picture. So anyway, we went to Garland and
So played their pitch and putt course. It's called the Sawyer.
Yes.
It's a lot of fun.
Really great.
Yeah, you need like a couple of clubs and.
Oh, it's really fun. Get good exercise, and it really was a lot of fun. But when we started out, it was, a little hazy, golden yellow.
Yeah.
But by the time we left, visibility was really bad.
The sun was like this red dot.
Oh, it was
so weird.
crazy.
Yeah.
There's a picture we have, I think, of us, a selfie.
Yeah, there it is. So it's up now. So this is I call this golf apocalypse because it looks like post-nuclear, explosion.
Yeah. Okay, so.
All right.
So this was.
We're back.
Okay, great. So this was a result of.
Canadian wildfires.
Yes.
Canadian, I think Minnesota.
Yes.
And the prevailing wind dumped all of that stuff our way.
And the air quality was. We were reported on the news as having the worst air quality
ever
in the world.
Yeah.
On that day.
Yeah.
What a distinction.
Yeah, I know.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah.
That was crazy, and we couldn't really go out much after that.
No.
So everyone was sort of back in quarantine for a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was just like being in the middle of Lapsang Souchong.
Yes.
This campfire.
Yeah.
And just.
You just smelled the smoke.
Right. But we weren't drinking it. We were just inside
Yep.
it. All right. So it wasn't really healthy. They advised you stay in.
Right.
And even if you're healthy, I mean, when the air quality, that meter was over 500.
Yeah. You start hacking, and everything. Your tongue tastes bad.
Oh, it was really, really bad. So, but that wasn't the end of this crazy unhealthy conditions for us in Michigan. And aside from the terrible air quality, news outlets last week were warning to avoid lettuce.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So
healthy greens.
healthy grain, low calorie,
Yeah.
nutrient rich.
Right.
And this was because there was a problem.
Yeah.
They reported that it had, because of the dangers of cyclospora.
Right.
All right. This is a parasitic infection,
Yeah.
which causes very unpleasant side effects.
Yes.
And it came from the iceberg lettuce sold in various retail outlets,
Right.
affecting 27 states.
Yeah, including Michigan.
Including
Lucky
Michigan.
us.
Wow.
Right.
Okay. So
your package of Oreo cookies sitting in your cupboard would say, "I would never do that to you."
that's right. That's right. Well, on that,
Yeah.
to follow on that, some surprising news came out
Right.
this week. So just within a week of don't you eat that lettuce.
Right.
So I had the nightly news on. I usually have it when I'm doing some chores. And
Right.
they announced this.
Yes.
Caught my attention.
Right.
Up to 5 cups of coffee a day may help
Yeah.
heart health.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Those are rookie numbers. You got to pump those numbers up.
Well, so no lettuce.
Yeah.
Drink more coffee. I'm like,
Yeah.
what are dreams made of?
Okay. Well,
Okay.
I don't know.
And, we are tea folks, but we also like our coffee.
Right.
And, but it did remind me of the movie Sleeper.
That's such a great movie.
Such a great movie.
That's Woody Allen's like he was just pumping those movies out back in the 70s and 80s, and that's one of them, and they're all great.
Yeah.
Well, some people are not Woody Allen fans, but I think he's great.
I think there's like a lot of these gems.
Yeah.
I think if we were just going to digress for
Yeah.
1 second, I think Annie Hall is like
Yeah.
the pinnacle.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
that's where a masterpiece,
Right.
because they get pretty silly.
I know. Yeah.
But this is,
Yeah.
it has some genius
Yeah,
to
right,
it.
right.
So this movie was made in 1973.
Right.
And this, here's the premise. So Miles Monroe,
Yes.
played by Woody Allen.
Right.
He's owns a bookstore, health store,
Yeah.
and he's brought back to life in 2173 after a surgery, minor surgery,
Yeah.
kind of got botched.
Right.
He's cryogenically frozen.
Yes.
For 200 years. So there's a scene that it's great. You have these 2 scientists,
Right.
and they're observing Miles
Uh-huh.
kind of waking up, and he's walking in the yard. They're in the office
Right.
on a window, and they're
Yeah.
observing him, and he's little
Disheveled.
I just have a little wobbly on his
Yeah,
feet,
right.
but he's doing okay. And the one scientist is confused by Miles' request for wheat germ,
Uh-huh.
organic honey, and tiger's milk for breakfast.
Yes.
And the other scientist says, oh, yes.
Yeah.
Those are the substances that some years ago were felt to have life-preserving properties.
Right.
Incredulous.
Yeah.
The first scientists ask, you mean there was no deep fat?
No.
No steak or cream pies
Yeah.
or hot fudge?
Yeah.
Shaking his head, the second scientist, he says, he delivers a startling news. He
Yeah.
says, those were thought to be unhealthy,
Yeah.
precisely the opposite of what we now know to
Yeah.
be true.
Isn't that great?
Oh, it is so great.
Yep.
So, it's feeling a bit like Miles. Okay, this sounds like really good news.
Right.
So I dug a little deeper. And of course, this was reported in Newsweek this week, and
Right.
they had a little bit more detail. So the American Heart Association, AHA,
Right.
they issued a new scientific statement concluding that up to 400 milligrams of caffeine per day,
Okay.
roughly 3 to 5 8-ounce cups of caffeinated coffee,
All right.
is, quote,
Yeah.
generally safe for most adults and may be linked to lower risk of heart failure, heart disease, and stroke in some individuals, unquote.
Is there nothing coffee can't do?
There really isn't.
Yeah.
Keep me up at night, but
Right.
okay.
Well, that too.
Yes, okay. So, but if you like energy drinks or soda,
Yeah.
news is not that
Right,
good,
right, right,
okay?
yeah.
That's too much of that can lead to high blood pressure
Right.
and other issues. So keep in mind, not all caffeine is created equal.
Right.
But we're in the tea business.
Sure.
So, we know tea generally fares better
Right.
on the health
Right.
angle than coffee. So I way down in
Yeah.
the article, it says that, not surprisingly, tea also has similar attributes and results as the coffee.
Right.
Apparently not as sensational, right?
Okay. No.
All right. So there are disclaimers, of course. They
Right.
warn that there's a great variance in responses, and what's safe for one person may cause symptoms in another.
Okay.
So I was feeling like I'm on a roll. I'm going to,
Yeah.
what else is not supposed to be terribly good for you?
Yeah.
And maybe there's some justification for it. So I started saying, is there any recent reports on the health benefits of chocolate?
Yes.
And there was one published earlier this year in Better Homes and Gardens.
Mm-hmm.
And the title of the article was, Yes, Chocolate Can Be Good for You. Here's why.
Okay. All right.
I'm all ears.
All right.
Okay, so per this nutritionist, Danielle Omar,
Okay.
she says, real chocolate has some impressive health perks thanks to its antioxidant flavonoid content.
Mm-hmm.
However, just like caffeine, she adds, not all chocolate is created equal.
Right.
That seems to be their big thing.
All right.
Okay, not everything is the same.
Right. Okay.
All right. So, good news for me, dark chocolate is the best bet for a healthier treat.
Yep.
Because I love dark chocolate. It contains more antioxidants and less sugar than milk chocolate.
Right.
But the nutritionist says, don't go whole hog.
Right.
We're, rein it in a bit. It's not exactly low calories. And the key is eat in moderation.
Moderation.
Imagine that.
Wow. What a concept.
I know.
Yeah.
So there's a lesson here.
Yeah.
And as much as I'd like to drink as much coffee and tea and chocolate as I could take in, moderation is the key.
Yeah, moderation. But you won't get a parasite.
That's right. That's right.
We're going to bring it back to that.
Right. Okay, good point.
All
right. So talking about healthy foods, what about the hot dog?
What about the hot dog?
Well, it's probably not nutritionist, high on their list of great things.
Okay.
But has long been associated with traditional American food.
Yes.
All right. So we're boomers.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember this commercial back in the 1970s?
Okay. I remember all of them.
Do you? Okay. This one.
Okay.
And it was, and I'll sing.
Okay.
Baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Chevrolet.
Oh, yeah. It's ingrained. Yeah.
They go together in the USA.
Yes.
All right. So they weren't selling hot dogs.
Believe it or not.
Right. But they were still, the big ties to American things.
Right.
And that was the hot dog.
Right.
So Oscar Mayer is
Yes.
getting on the patriotic bandwagon.
Okay.
Again, this is America's 250th.
Yep.
They're bringing out their Wienermobile.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
So part of another one of our adventures in serendipity.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Shortly after July 4th, I was out on a last-minute errand to the grocery store
Right.
in
just down the road.
Just down the road. And I was picking up a few things before we headed up north to our smoky paradise.
Yeah.
And when I pulled into the parking lot, I could see that they had a section of the pavement cordoned off.
Sure.
And they had these red, white, and blue banners. They had food trucks and condiment stands. And then right in the middle, front and center, couldn't miss it, Wienermobile.
Isn't that great?
Oh, my gosh. I was so excited. And I think you may recall I did give you a call right shortly after I left.
I was going to make some lunch when you got back.
Yes.
And you said, stop it.
I said, we're going to have hot dogs.
All right.
So, okay, here's the picture if we have of the Wienermobile.
All right, there's that bad boy.
Okay.
And you.
All right, yeah. So just an aside here. No matter what you're doing, even though you think it's quick, you should probably, always dress and be made up as though you are going to encounter something.
Yeah.
And I didn't this time, but,
You look great.
Thank you. All right. So what I learned is that Oscar Mayer currently has 6 of the Wienermobiles traveling the U.S.
All right.
And they're hosting these special celebrations to promote their packaged meat products.
Okay.
And their festivities are hosted by hot doggers.
Yes.
These are college interns.
What a great job.
Oh, I'm telling you. I can personally test that they greet and serve with all the energy and enthusiasm they can muster.
Okay.
Or mustard.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. You knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to take credit or blame for that pun. But wordplay is the language of these hot doggers.
Right.
In an earlier Detroit Free Press article, they interviewed 2 hot doggers.
Okay.
And one said that driving the Wienermobile was wonderful.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. He says we have got buns and buns of puns.
All right.
When you're in the Wienermobile for so long, it kind of takes over.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
And his fellow hot dogger said, "We relish every single pun."
Oh, man. They keep coming.
Okay, so, I wish that intern program had been available when I was an undergraduate.
Yeah.
I mean, hot dogs and puns?
Yeah.
Sign me up.
All right.
All right. So this, when I was there, I was like, oh, I remember a little bit of the Oscar Mayer story.
Sure.
From the Food That Made
America?
Made America
Sure.
on the History Channel.
Right.
One of my favorite series. And they did an episode featuring Oscar Mayer.
Right.
And so I thought I'd share some of the highlights of that, as well as some of the info I got on their website.
All right.
So Oscar Mayer opened his first meat shop in 1884, just 10 years after arriving in America from Bavaria.
Okay.
He was only 14 when he came.
Right.
The store was an instant hit, earning $59 on opening day.
Okay.
It's about $1,800
It's not bad.
in today's dollars,
Yep.
right? Not bad at all. So his hot dogs were known for their high quality. So to distinguish them from competitors, he was one of the first to brand.
Yeah.
So he put those labels, that distinctive Oscar Mayer label.
Yeah. That was one of the fun things about that show and that type of show is like somebody had to invent that.
Right.
We just kind
Right.
of take brands and branding and, the identification of what it is by, the packaging
Right.
and the lettering and all that. I think previous that it was dumped in a barrel and you sorted through what looked least poisonous. I guess.
Exactly. And he had some very high standards,
Right.
And actually, he was one of the few that welcomed the meat inspectors
Right.
when those laws came out after,
right.
what was the
Sinclair, Upton Sinclair,
Yes.
the jungle.
Upton Sinclair, the jungle, right.
Yeah.
So he was one that his company welcomed these, so
Right.
Pretty good. All right, then we get to the first Wienermobile.
Okay.
That was in 1936. That was created by Carl Mayer,
Okay.
Oscar's nephew. And then in 1988, they launched a brand new fleet of Wienermobiles.
Okay. It's
And
quite a launch.
it is. And you know what? You know what their mission is? Spread the joy
Okay.
and love of meat.
Okay. It's a simple message.
It is a simple message. And we've got a Wienermobile in Michigan.
We do.
At our own Henry Ford Museum.
Yep.
This is a 1952
Right.
edition, and it's got a lot of homegrown parts.
Right.
The body was built in Ohio, but the chassis comes from Chrysler's Dodge division in Highland Park.
Right.
I think both my parents worked there. And then the engine is a Chevy V8.
Okay.
And it stands over 10 feet tall and over 22 feet long.
That's quite a hot dog.
Quite a hot dog. Okay, so back to the free food and festivities.
Right.
What they called the United Tastes. That was one of their signs too.
Right.
Kind
All
of love these. All right, so when I got out of the grocery store, I went over to the pop-up, and you go and you order, and you could get any kind of sandwich, meat
Right.
sandwich, and they had hot dogs. And I said, well, where do you pay? And they said, oh, this is free. We're celebrating America's 200th.
This is America.
Exactly. And then another thing that they offered, which I was sorry I couldn't participate in, but if you went to the one condiment store, you could have your name written out in the condiment of your choice.
Wow. That's
but-
artwork.
It is. And since I was taking these home,
Yeah.
I didn't want to have any accidents
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
anything. But
Okay.
I thought, oh, wow, that would have been really cool. And then they also had that picture. You could have a photo op by the Wienermobile.
Right.
Pretty cool.
It is.
It is. Okay. So you might ask, what tea would you pair with a hot dog?
Not until this moment, I wouldn't have thought to ask that. But what kind of tea would you pair?
I would say an Assam,
Okay.
like a very hearty tea.
Yeah.
Or, in Assam, there's a lot of Assam that blends for breakfast blends.
Okay. Yeah.
So that would be a nice pairing. It'll hold up.
All right.
Yeah.
Very good.
All right. So from casual dining to luxurious afternoon tea.
Okay.
This week, I was out in Milford.
Yes.
And I presented tea history and tea etiquette program for the Tranquility Tea Club.
Okay.
And I was invited by Kathleen C., who's head of this club.
Mm-hmm.
And it was held at their beautiful their condo community clubhouse.
Mm-hmm.
And so the interiors were beautiful.
Yeah.
Fairly new.
Yeah.
It's overlooking a lake.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh. But I walked in and I was just in awe. This looked like a fancy hotel.
Uh-huh.
White linen tablecloths. They had chargers, white china, fine china.
They did it up.
Oh, china, teacups, silver 3-tiered trays, my favorite.
Yeah.
Flowers. Oh, it was absolutely stunning. And I'm just thought it was, and I'm not even talking about the food yet, but
Yeah.
the food. They had scones. They had, the crostinis for the little savories and chicken salad sandwiches, little tea sandwiches, all kinds of desserts. And I think we have a picture
Yep.
that features, I'm with Kathleen there with some.
There it is. Okay, it's
yeah,
up. Yep.
those wonderful scones.
Yes.
Okay. And there were 70 ladies. They had to cut it off at 70. There was more interest.
Right.
So they asked me if I would like to come back.
Yes. Yeah.
Are you
Could be.
back,
All right.
back to us? I'm like, oh, yes. When can I come?
All right, we're back.
All right. And then I'm going to be writing more about this in detail in a future blog. So
Right.
stay tuned for that. And then we've got, about 3 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. So a couple things I'd like to talk about before we wrap up. One is this week's Tea and Tomes features a founding mother.
Okay.
This is historical fiction about Abigail Adams,
Okay.
wife of course, John Adams.
Right.
She's also the mother of
Yeah.
John Quincy,
Right.
another president. But we're going to talk a little bit more about this next week.
Right.
When we have the perfect tea for that.
Very good.
But one excerpt I wanted to share as part of our Red, White, and Brew.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know, in this book, Abigail's Social Circle, there's talk that this Boston Tea Party may have been the idea of a woman.
What?
One of the Patriot ladies.
Yeah.
Her name was Sarah Bradley Fulton. She helped make the disguises.
Okay,
You know, some
yeah.
of them were dressed.
Right. Uh-huh.
And in sort of Native American
Yeah, right.
attire.
Didn't fool anybody, but
No. But this is what she says. The rebels, they took care to ensure that this act of political protest cannot be dismissed as anything else. Not a ship was damaged, no cargo destroyed. They even swept the decks clean of spilled tea leaves.
That they weren't stealing.
Yeah, those kicks.
Yeah.
And Abigail Adams, her reaction is, only a woman could have suggested that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Sweeping up those
Yeah.
decks. Okay. But the other thing I want to share is this weekend, tomorrow, we're going to be at Lake Orion's
Right.
Roses of Silver Bell
Yes.
for their fun and exciting
Yeah.
event, Tea and Honey.
Very good.
So we will report back after we
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
experience it. We
Right.
got to go there first, and maybe hope to see some of you folks there.
Yeah.
But I want to remind everybody that these stories we have the more coffee, tea, and chocolate, and less lettuce, and also the Wienermobile in this week's blogs. And I do believe
All right.
I hear that sound.
Very good.
All right, I want to thank On TV Studios for all their help in allowing us to be here for our podcast. I want to thank my co-host in Arm Candy and retrencher,
Yes. Right.
Chris.
Yeah. Very good.
And I want to say, as we always do, please stay tuned.
All right.